There was a study done by Stanford scientists called the marshmallow experiment, where they gave kids 2 marshmallows tomorrow or 1 marshmallow today. And they found that the kids who took the 1 marshmallow today weren't as successful as the kids who took the 2 marshmallows tomorrow, because at that age they already understood how to delay gratification. So how is it possible that one decision can tell someone so much about our identity and who we are and who we're going to be? Well, the fact is that decisions are not a choice, really. It's just a reflection of who you are. You end up making a decision that reflects who you are as a human being. And so it's really important to make choices that end up reflecting who you want to be. For example, let's say I'm a bang average teenager who enjoys scrolling on TikTok. Now, the global screen time average for TikTok is like 58 minutes, but I'm guessing teenagers would be a bit more because, we have nothing better to do. So maybe like 2 hours I think would be safe, right? So let's say I spend 2 hours a day on TikTok. Well, if I'm that kind of person, then every time I open up the app, the decision that I'm making to open the app is telling a story about myself. It's telling a story about who I am. But the good part is, if you know who you are right now and who you actually eventually want to be, the best version of yourself, then you can use this relationship to bridge the gap between the two. Let's say I want to go to the gym 4 to 5 times a week, but I've really slept late last night and I'm not feeling energized, not feeling ready, not feeling excited to go to the gym tomorrow. But I need to make a decision one way or another. So if I think what the best version of myself would want me to do, then I can decide the best version of myself would want me to go to the gym. The current version of myself, which I'm not too happy with right now, wouldn't want me to go to the gym. Because so many reasons. I don't want to get sick. I don't want to go and be, too exhausted at the end of it. I won't be able to carry on with my day, whatever it is. If I realize the best version of myself would go, I figure out how to make that happen. If I'm genuinely concerned about maybe getting sick because I haven't slept at all and my immunity is low, then I could have a lighter workout. But the point is, my goal is to go to the gym 4 to 5 times a week. My goal is not to have a super intense workout 4 to 5 times a week. My decision is still carrying me towards the goal rather than bringing me away from it. And this is the power of asking yourself what the best version of yourself would do. This simple idea can completely transform how you think about anything, because it makes you really think about every decision, right? It makes you realize that every decision is quite important and nothing is too small to think about. There's no decision that is too insignificant. I mean, if you truly want to become the best version of yourself, then just act like the best version of yourself every single day, and eventually it's going to happen, right? I mean, if we think of every action as a vote, either yes or no, to become the best version of yourself, then over a huge period of time, eventually the average will just end up being the small decisions that you make. So let's say every single day I make one decision to become closer to the best version of myself. Then I'm increasing that average by so much that I become that much closer to my end goal of becoming the best version of myself. So it's not a very complicated concept. It's just hard to implement. So it's not a very complicated concept. It's just really difficult to implement. You're clearly different. You're clearly different to other people. You're clearly, honestly, I'll say it right now, you're clearly better than the other people because you watched the end of the video. Because you have a better attention span, and that's the only metric I'm using, you're clearly better than the other people. If you've watched to this part of the video, then first of all, fair enough, I respect it, I'm proud of you. And second, I appreciate the fact that you're willing to devote this kind of attention to me, and I hope I can provide the value back to you in this video. So we want to try and build a community of people like you, who are willing to invest that time and invest that energy into bettering themselves, because you're clearly interested in that. I mean, you spent 4 or 5 minutes listening to just some random kid talking about it. You're clearly invested in growing yourself if you're willing to listen to me for 4 or 5 minutes, you know what I mean? So I'm really pleasantly surprised by that, and that's why we want you to be a part of our community. Not like a course or anything, don't worry, please, before you click off. We just want you to be a part of this YouTube community and comment and participate in that, because we want to create a community of people who are genuinely good people and also want to grow as individuals. They want to help each other out and basically just increase their value to themselves. So for example, someone like you would be very different to someone who's, like I said before, scrolling on TikTok 2 hours a day. And you don't want them to try and have an impact on you. So if you have any questions, instead of asking people like that, why don't you ask people in the comments below? Right now we have at the time of recording 200 subscribers. So obviously it's not a very big community right now that we have. But the dream is that eventually we can have this sort of community where people rely on each other, can help each other. So it would really mean a lot if you just commented. Just for now, just say like, thank you for the video, or just a thumbs up or something, just to get like the comments going, because we have nothing really yet. But if you see the vision like I do, then supporting would be amazing. Or honestly, even just comment like, I didn't like the video, because if you genuinely didn't like the video, I would love to hear that feedback. Any feedback you have, I would really be greatly appreciated, because I want to try and increase the quality of these videos to make them as good as they can be for you. So again, please just comment anything at all, really. And obviously a sub to the channel would be greatly appreciated. So I really hope to see you around, and I honestly hope you have the best day, and I wish you the best of luck with making the right decision in the future.